Hey everyone, what's happening? Lex back today for another Brawl Stars video, and today we're going to be talking about some of the crazy stuff that's been happening over the past couple days leading into the announcement of Brawl Talk that happened while I was asleep. It's like 6 o'clock in the morning right now. Woke up to make this video for you guys because I've got some really interesting stuff. I've been taking a look at these pictures that Brawl Stars has been showing us for the past couple days, and it's all starting to come together. 2 new brawlers, of course, they announced on the Brawl Talk, as well as I'm pretty darn sure we are going to be getting a free skin for Brawlidays, just like we did last year, and I can tell you who that brawler is going to be, or at least my idea, as well as my idea of what the rarities of these brawlers are going to be. Now, we've also got a couple pins that have been shown that look like they are either from new brawlers or there's some very special pins that are going to be coming along with Brawlidays. We'll get there as well. Now, I would just like to say that right now, I do not know any information about what is in Brawl Talk. Now, I will have that information, and I'll break down every single bit of Brawl Talk, as well as the stuff that they didn't tell you. Like, as soon as Brawl Talk ends, I'll be able to get that to you, so be sure to subscribe and turn on those notifications if you want all the details of what's coming in this update in Brawl Stars. But for now, let's take a look at some of the new stuff that we could be getting here in Brawl Stars. All right, first off, let's roll this back a couple days to the Brawl Stars 2077, the take on the Cyberpunk image that they put out on Twitter and all their social media. There's a lot of stuff happening. This picture will tie in directly to the Brawl Talk premiere that we're seeing. I'll get there. Stay with me. All right, so just take a look at a few of the things that you can see in here. First off, there's the investor, or the Star Park, logo that came from the investor video. WKBRL and Star Park theories are not dead by a long shot, because this isn't the only thing in this image that relates to that. If you look over here, Spood. If you recall way back when, Ray actually got a roll of tape that says Spood. Even more about WKBRL is that 1904 here on the stocks, it says, Mr. P stocks 1904, which April of 2019 is when the WKBRL stream first started, so that's a reference to the WKBRL stream. I just think that there's more coming with WKBRL. Now over here on the left-hand side, you can see it says Brawlidays, and then it's space, and then open 24/7. Now that actually means something in my opinion, but we'll get there in a second. But that is important. Brawlidays open 24/7. Some other things that are interesting here. If you look at this right here, there's like 3 cups and it has this guy's face on it, and it says new. Could be just a drink or something, but I think that it's much more than that. But this guy's face is going to relate more as we move forward with this video, so stick around for that, because I'll explain what I think this means here in just a sec. Now, one thing that you might not have noticed, especially if you're English speaking like me and you don't know Japanese, is this right here. Well, that right there actually says Brock in Japanese. Yes, I went to Google to translate and started typing in brawlers' names. Sue me. I had to figure it out. Now, what does Brock have to do with anything? Why is Brock's name on there? Does it mean anything at all? Well, I think that it does, and let's move forward to the next image, and things are going to start coming together. Okay, so we have this massive wide panoramic shot that Brawl Stars put out today, and there is a lot going on in this picture. Now, most of it is not much of anything. It's just kind of celebrating a lot of the stuff, the second 2-year anniversary of Brawl Stars, and so a lot of it is pretty nondescript. It's just, fun stuff. They're having a parade, it looks like. In the foreground, you can see here that it looks like robots that are watching the parade. Little interesting and creepy that the robots are watching the parade, but okay. 2 of them are even wearing Star Park hats here. On the billboard here, we've got the guy from the investor video. He's got a Polaroid shot here. There's some brawlers' names. Now, one thing that's interesting right here is that, what is this blue stuff? Is it just paint? Is it water? Could that be a hint towards a new brawler, or is it just splattered stuff on her scrapbook, on Colette's scrapbook? I don't know, because you can see the float that she's on is just one big scrapbook. Kind of cool, actually. We got Ems here, who's just fanboying it up, or fangirling it up over Poco, and you can see on her phone here, you got Poco's image as well. We have Egbo. I mean, really, what more do you need than Egbo? But this is where it starts to get really interesting, because if we zoom past Egbo, we've got this. What is this right here? Now, one interesting thing to note is that all of these pins, except for 3 of them, are the very base level pins for each brawler. So, Leon, Anita, Colette, Bull, Jesse, BB, Brock, yada yada. They're all the very base level pins that Colette's throwing out there. She's giving them away. Except for this one right here, This one right here, which looks like a Tick Angry pin. Technically, it looks a little bit different than the Tick Angry pin, but I'm pretty sure that's what they're going for here is a Tick Angry pin. As well as this pin over here that looks like a Christmas tree, but it's a face on the Christmas tree. Could that be a skin? Could that be a new brawler? Are we getting a Christmas tree for a new brawler? I mean, probably not, but I don't know. Why would they have a... Maybe it's a special Brawlidays pin. That's what I think that it is. It's like it's a special Brawlidays pin because it looks like a tick face. I know that a lot of the brawlers kind of have this smile and the squinting eyes, but it looks like a tick pin to me. I don't know, but it's a Christmas tree pin of some sort. So you've got this weird one right here, which I don't know what this is. It looks like somebody with like a hood on, and he's crying, obviously. I mean, it sort of looks like the crow pin in a way, but it's not. It's not the crow pin. So what is this right here? I think that it's a new brawler. I don't really know. I mean, there's no way to really know for sure, but that's what I think this is. Over here on Mr. P's float, you see this right here. Well, you OGs will know that that's Brock's rocket launcher. So remember back over here on the Cyberpunk, we've got Brock's name right here. And then over with the presents, we have Brock's rocket. And then over here, we've got more presents. And then on top of this present right here, we've got Brock's sunglasses. Now, if you recall last Brawlidays, we've got the classic Ricochet skin. And we got it for free at the end of Brawlidays after collecting all the gifts. Be sure to log in to collect all your gifts. I think that this year we are going to get a free classic Brock skin. So it's going to look cooler than the original, obviously. They're going to make it look awesome. But I'm pretty darn sure we're going to be getting a Brock rocket, like a classic Brock skin out of it. That's what I think. We've got a Brock rocket here. We've got Brock's name showing up in Cyberpunk. We've got his glasses sitting on top of the presents. We already know we're going to be getting free stuff for the Brawlidays. I think we're getting a free Brock skin, but there's still even more. Yes, there's more because in this picture you can see Spike, he's peeking out the window, always alone. But on top of here we got more stuff, WKBRL. I always get those mixed up. WKBRL on top right there, more over there, and then even some more right here as well. So that's the happy second birthday, image that they put out. A lot of cool stuff. It's a really great piece of art. Now, so that brings us all the way to the present with the brand new Brawlidays, the Brawl Talk thumbnail. Now, let's ignore this new brawler here for just a second. Let's ignore that. Let's zoom in here to the back and take a look and see if we can see anything. And other than Spike's sock right here, I've looked and I don't really see anything that is like of interest. It's all just kind of nondescript. It's just presents and candy canes and some luggage from Mr. P. It's all pretty standard. There's nothing super crazy about that. But think back just a second to when I showed you Cyberpunk. Remember this face right here? Well, this face to me looks an awful lot like this right here. And to illustrate that a bit more, let's throw on this guy's face right here. He's kind of looking like at a 3/4 angle, but if you can imagine twisting his face to where it's looking directly at you like this would be, you can see the part of his hair, it would go up like this part of this guy's hair. His face kind of has the same shape as this right here as well. I mean, that's what I think this is. I think that what they showed us on that Cyberpunk picture right here, that is the new brawler. Or at least one of the new brawlers. What kind of brawlers are they going to be? I don't know. I mean, if we take another look at this picture right here, he's holding some sort of staff, and that staff doesn't look like an explorer's staff or something like that. Although it does look like he kind of has like a backpack on, maybe? I don't know. But it looks like some sort of staff that is not like a gnarly like explorer's staff. It's not like all, rugged. It's very clean and pristine looking. So I think that this is more like a magical staff. And he's holding something in his hands here. It looks like this is part of his thumb, maybe, wrapping around. Like, so this is his hand, and his thumb is wrapping around. And then he's holding something in his hand right here. And it's kind of got a round bit, which kind of makes me think of it's like almost like a bottle of some sort. Like he's holding something in a bottle with a flask kind of like thing. I don't know. I don't know. What do you guys think it is? I'm curious to know what you guys think it is. Now, what kind of rarities are these brawlers going to be? Now, Frank kind of already confirmed over on Twitter that we shouldn't be looking for like a trophy road or a rare or even a super rare. So I think that we're looking at like a epic and a mythic brawler. That's going to be my guesses for the 2 new brawlers, is epic and mythic. But maybe I'm wrong. I would like to see some more lower rarity brawlers for the free-to-play players so that they could get some of those a little bit easier. That would be nice, but epic and mythic is going to be my guess. Now, tying back into the very beginning as well, if remember when I was talking about Barley's Bar being open 24/7, I think that means we're going to be seeing a return of the, the Old Town theme, and it's going to be open up 24/7. It's always going to be available, which leads me to believe that maybe we're going to be seeing one of these brawlers, the new brawlers coming into the game, is going to be in that trio. Because right now there's only Piper and Barley in the Old Town trio. I think we're going to be adding another brawler to it. Is it going to be this brawler? I don't know, because it doesn't, like a magical looking staff doesn't seem to want to fit that mold to me. Maybe that's more superhero, kind of like this magic kind of bit. I don't know, but I think we'll see a brawler come into the Old Town trio to kind of complete that trio off. That'll be really cool, and we'll see that be more available this season, or the release for the rest of this season. So what do you guys think? Again, be sure to come back right after Brawl Talk is over, and I will break down all the information for you, as well as give you all the sneak peeks for the entire update. Both of these brawlers, 1v1 versus every other brawler in the game, and much, much more. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know your theories and your thoughts in the comments down below. But for now, that's going to wrap it up. And as always, until next time, I'll catch you guys on the flip side. Peace out.